Nice day.
Yeah. Do I,
No, I'm nobody. Just a guy passing by. Great little nook you got here. Sit in the sun here, you wouldn't know it was December.
That's the whole idea.
You wouldn't have a light.
Smoking's not allowed on school property.
Not allowed on school property. You don't say. So, you gonna knock it out of my mouth?
Not unless you light it. The filter goes the other way around.
Oh. I was kidding. You knew that, right? I'm just yapping while you're waiting for her. I'm, the husband.
Oh, you are?
What? Not what you pictured?
I didn't have a picture, actually, but nice to meet you. I'm Jim Fazio.
Louis. She didn't tell you what it looked like?
She doesn't talk about you much, except sort of indirectly.
That's how she talks about you, too. That's how we talk about everything, on an angle. But here, she talks direct. Right? A lot. I'll bet. I don't mean anything. She's a teacher. Teachers talk. I do, too. I'm a big talker sometimes.
Well, you're a teacher.
Salesman. She didn't tell you? Real estate, the luxury stuff. Penthouses. You want to buy a penthouse? How about the Upper East Side?
Yeah, after I win the lottery.
Look, let me just get to the point before she comes out. Did you kiss her yet?
Kiss her?
Simple question, yes or no?
But no, she and I are friends. That's it. Friends.
Now you're trying to snow me. I can see the change in her over the last 3 months. I could almost write the diary of you two day by day. She's happy now, and before, she wasn't. You don't think a husband could miss that?
Frankly, I don't know what the hell to think.
Well, I don't trust it when somebody says frankly. Look, you two want to be in love? Wonderful. Hooray! Right on school property. Meanwhile, do you know her whole story?
Well, whatever it is, I'll let her tell me in her own way.
Yeah. She's not well. Do you know that? Not for all of our years together. She's medicated. Did she get around to mentioning that? I mean, it's heavy duty. She's got to be watched. What you see is not what is.
Well, the thing about friends is that they allow each other their own privacies.
You know, her therapist bills, they would knock you right on your ass. I'm talking year in, year out. I make $1 million commission. That therapist dame, she takes half of it.
Are you some sort of lunatic, man? What are you talking to me for?
Me? I'm a very secure guy. I'm the most secure guy you'll ever meet. Otherwise, I would have talked to you long before now. There's things you can't miss. Baking brownies. I mean, give me a break. You know something? Infatuation is lunacy. You guys are the lunatics.
What brownies? Look, just when she gets here, just tell her I'm inside.
You're freeloading, my friend. Catholic high school teacher, you pay your bills on that? You want to see a few of her bills? You're riding on my back.
Between you and me, you're wrong. The woman I sit here talking with is very alive. A delight to spend time with, the opposite of a depressed person.
How naive are you? It's the Adderall. See how delightful she is without the pills.
You want your wife not to have a friend? If that's all the fuss?
A friend? What man wants his wife in love with some guy at work? Were you ever married? No. No, of course not. Well, how about this? Seduce her, my friend. Try to get her into bed. I'm putting it right out there. See if you can do it. You've got 2 days till the start of Christmas break. So go ahead, try. Because after that, it's game over.
Game over? What game are you talking about?
Your game. Which ends when the curtain goes down on your stupid play. 2 days from now it starts and ends, yeah? Look, I want to know, one way or the other. Either go to bed with my wife or get the hell out of my marriage. I don't lose either way. So go ahead, try. There, I said my thing. It's said.
You need to see a shrink, man! Seriously!
Your students watched it last night, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, now they're walking around all like, what do you want to do tonight, Marty? I don't know, what do you want to do?
Mocking it?
Well, no. It's like when music gets stuck in your head. Yeah, we did the same thing when I went to high school. The drama club, they put on Marty, and everyone walked around, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I mean, for the rest of the year.
Were you in it? Is that how you started?
I did crew. I helped push the furniture around.
That's it?
I was shy then. But yeah, that's how I started. Marty. What did your students think about it?
Half of them couldn't even find Turner Classics. The other half said, we should do Marty, it would be a riot. Who the heck combed your hair this morning? Well, one girl said, are those two supposed to be virgins? And another one said, Marty's gay. Anybody can see that.
Why gay?
Because his buddy's in love with him. And they all thought the way he kissed the girl was gay.
What? Well, it was a lame kiss, I'll grant that. A virgin kiss. In the original movie with Stargate, the kiss had more weight. Because the woman made it a surrendering kiss.
Right. And the director let the camera have her full face. Anyway, I told the students it's the hug, not the kiss. That first hug, where the woman cries against his chest from humiliation. That's the whole story right there, right in that one shot. How did you make out with the dress?
My mother, I got a dress here that my mother made for Camelot a few years ago.
Your mother's a seamstress?
Expert seamstress. Was.
Huh. It's got a slit in it. You think Sister Grace is gonna allow us a slit?
Well, we'll just tell her the truth. That Christmas present is gonna quit on us if we don't give her something to make up for all the lines we cut.
She couldn't remember them. That's why we cut them.
Distracted. She's falling for Scrooge. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, how could I miss it? Oh, what'd your mom bring you?
Oh, almond top. You'll like it.
Oh, well, I brought something too.
Oh?
Brownies. I made them, so you're taking a big risk. What's the matter? You don't like brownies?
Your husband was just here.
Louis was here?
But nothing happened. Just some trash talk.
That's it? Words?
Is he some sort of jealous maniac? I mean, all this time I had the idea that he was just this sort of money-driven sort of guy.
He is. This big fancy club he's trying to get himself into just now. That's all he really cares about. Big induction banquet Saturday night, and after that, he'll go back to being an ordinary jealous maniac again.
Oh, is that what he meant? Like game over in 2 days?
He said that? Yeah, that's what he meant. What else did he say? You might as well tell me.
Did I kiss you yet?
He asked you that? Let him wonder. Let him wonder. Nothing's hidden. He knows exactly what classroom I teach in, what play I'm directing every night, where I'm sitting in between. If he wants to get himself worked up over it, not my problem.
Fine. Mine either. Everything else he said went in here and out here.
Good. Let's just drop. I hate that feeling of being watched. 2 days. Did you come up with a scarf for Rob Karchin?
Oh, yeah. This one. What do you think?
Red? Okay, red.
Hey, what about a clutch for Tiny Tim?
I did find one at the thrift store. Aluminum though. We'll have to paint it.
Wait, is it adjustable? Because this kid's growing right in front of our eyes.
I know. I did a production of Little Women. Half the girls blew up on me. Big Women we did by the time we opened. What else did he say?
Louis? That we're happy. That you're happy.
True.
And that you weren't before.
Yeah, let's say miserable. What?
You're medicated, he said. I didn't buy it. I don't buy it.
Well, if you can't tell, then it's moot, right?
It's true then?
No, not true. It was true. I had a rough growing up, and for a long time I took antidepressants. I pulled myself together long enough to say I do to a guy that I thought was on the level. Next thing I was swallowed alive. I don't even want to talk about it. He bamboozled me. Let's just leave it at that. Because I had my own stupid ambitions. Salesman. Guy who works your vanities against you.
Like I said, I don't buy it. I don't see vanities. I see something very genuine. I'm sitting here watching a flower bloom.
That's poetry. And you said that.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin something nice here. I mean, I'm totally happy, just sitting here talking with you.
You said that too?
He said it to me. We're not unnoticed, I guess.
He saw me being happy. I saw him see.
Yeah. Happy too, then?
Why ask? You know I am. I've waited a long time.
Me too. And nothing has to change. It can stay this way.
It can't. I love you, and he's getting ready to come at us.
You love me? Are you sure you want to say that?
Yes, I'm sure. And I don't care if you love me back or if you're just entertained by me.
No, come on. I love you and you know it.
Oh.
It was just nice to feel it and not have to put a word to it.
It was nice. Especially because we weren't looking for it. I mean, the world just shifted and pushed us together, right?
You could say it that way, I guess. Maybe we should answer his question for him. At least.
What question? Oh, that question.
With that?
Who are you?
Never mind me. Where are you going with that bench?
Well, what do you care? Is it yours?
My son sits on it.
Your son.
So? Put it down!
What are you checking on him?
Bring him a snack. What's it to you?
Nothing. Nothing. So, he's got a mother. And a snack. Besides everything else he's got.
Don't you have a mother?
I have a mother who would not in a million years think of bringing me a snack. Unless it fit into a glass.
It's too bad. That's not a good way to start out.
Yeah, that's why I act goofy sometimes. It was just a joke between him and me, you know?
You know my son?
Sure, Jim. This is his spot. Every afternoon, I know.
Since he was a kid. To sit and be alone and think.
Alone. Too much thinking is not good, right? That's exactly what I told him.
I tell him that too. He doesn't listen.
What's in it?
Meatballs.
Meatballs? Your own meatballs?
Well, whose meatballs then?
In your own sauce, too?
The day I use sauce from a jar, you can bring me to the nursing home.
I could give it to him for you. I'm not busy. I could just sit right here and wait for him.
You wouldn't mind, because I gotta go before the fish market has nothing left.
Not at all. Meatball sandwich, person to person. You got it.
You tell him I couldn't stay. What are you doing to yourself? You're gonna wind up with bunions.
Oh, I already have them. It's no big deal, they fix them nowadays. My mother got hers fixed.
She wears shoes like that too?
We're women, we gotta pay the price, right?
My mother stood on her original feet until the day she died. Cleaned the windows that same day.
You're kidding, right? No. My mother never cleaned a window in her life. I'm looking for a bench. Is there a bench around here?
Right over there, the guy's sitting on it.
What guy? I don't see a guy.
There was a guy.
Oh, damn, too late.
Oh, that louse. That's the word.
You work here?
Me? No.
You wouldn't happen to be looking for a job, would you? I need a cleaning woman.
You look at me and you see a cleaning woman.
Every job is noble. We should never look down on anyone's work. That's what my mother taught me.
We should clean our own dirt. That's what my mother taught me.
I'll pay you well. I've got money.
Buy yourself some good shoes.
4 blocks over, number 326. Ground floor office. Open for business. Just walk in.
Are you lost? No. Are you? Yes. Everybody around here is a joker. Well, he's not getting away from me, that louse.
I can see he's not.
Meatballs don't grow on trees.
No, if only they did.
Sister Grace, you found out my haven.
Found it out. My office window is right there. I've been watching little picnics since the fall semester started.
Oh.
Not that I'm that interested, long as the Christmas play goes from curtain to curtain with no disasters. 1 day away now and counting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know who else has been watching you? 8 classrooms have a nice view down here. Every after-school club is up there. You're a star on the firmament here, Mr. Fazio, and you shook the pillars of heaven yesterday.
Me? How'd I do that?
How many years have you been teaching here?
A lot.
How'd you wind up here? I'm curious.
I started here. Went to school here.
Really? And you liked it when they were laying all that strict stuff on the boys? All the sick punishments they let you inflict on each other?
Sick is right. But it separated the sound kids from the assholes, if you'll allow the expression.
Everyone's got an asshole. So what was good about it that made you hang in here?
The Latin classes. Father Taylor. He was totally sure that the classical curriculum was the last hope for this dying civilization. Most convincing argument I ever had, most level guy I ever saw.
Not little anymore. The old coot drops into my office every now and then to rant about how it's too late now. We're doomed.
Yeah. He went senile pretty sudden like. But he was right the first time, yes?
About the dying civilization? Well, you thought so, I guess, because you holed up in this place and you never left.
No, I left. I went to Georgetown, pre-law, and then came back.
Instead of being a lawyer, why?
My father died, and my mother had nobody but me.
Died how?
Heart attack, going to work.
What sort of man was he?
A kind man.
And your mother? Nobody but you still?
She can't make money on her own. Can't work on account of a problem with her eyes.
So instead of a lawyer, a Latin teacher. You actually applied for this dead-end job?
Heck no. They were looking for a play director. See, that's my thing. Theater. And so the deal was I had to take over the Latin classes. I said, okay, as long as I get to pick the play, otherwise forget it.
I hear ya. Keep in mind, stuff does change though. We're not gonna do Beckett here.
I don't like Beckett.
Who's your man? Williams? O'Neill? Keep in mind, whatever you pick has to hold the whole building up. Listen, do you know nuns? Do you have any experience of nuns?
Well, just a recent experience since you St. Elizabeth people merged with us.
You St. Anthony's people merged with us.
Oh.
Never mind. Me too with the odd trajectory. I wanted to be a ballerina, like Macara, like Kelsey Kirkland. Don't ask me what happened. Large piece of delusion, a bunch of romantic extravagances, a weakness for caramel cheesecake. And then I got cold.
I always got stuck on that word.
Cheesecake?
Not cheesecake, called.
And you teach Latin? Vocation, from the past participle of vocare.
Not the conjugation. I mean, I always get stuck on what people mean when they say they got called.
They don't know. They're being evasive because it changes as you go. Listen, I got a lot on my mind. Think about it. A girls' high school that's stuck in quicksand merges with a boys' high school that's half underwater. And I get stuck with the job. What? What's that look?
You've got a relentlessly vivid mind, Sister Grace.
Yeah, fine, I do. My point is, things are tough. All the Catholic schools are contracting. They're about to get out of the business, to say it plain. They've either got to rebrand themselves or close up shop, because we're living in an age with no direction.
And that's why I'm happy to be a lowly teacher of a very old subject. So that I can go home and study in my off hours, and I can look for a direction of my own.
Yeah, good. And I get left with the job nobody wants, which means it gets a title. Academic Dean. Big deal. I'll trade with you in a second. Study what? Let me guess. The philosophers, the geniuses. You lucky dog, you. What are you covering in class? Cicero, Virgil?
Yeah, those guys and a little Catullus thrown in there for spice, you know.
Yeah, spice. I envy you. Nice austere language, Latin. Wonderful simplicity. A row of white columns to hold up the celestial dome. And after school, you and my best English teacher get to co-direct a play with a happy ending.
But we didn't pick a Christmas Carol, you picked it.
What was I supposed to pick? Hair? You know what this is? A precarious moment. Precarious. I got a building full of hormones here. Not students. Hormones walking around on legs. Who have no idea where the religion came from, or where the city came from, or even where they came from. Your boss, Father Charles, is busy with administrative baloney all day. Ha! I've got to make 1,200 parents feel secure enough to shell out tuition money, or we're all looking for new jobs.
Well, you jolted those kids by throwing them together. It's going to take a year or two for the voltage in this building to level out.
And what do you do meanwhile? You go and kiss their English teacher right in front of the whole gang of them. In flagrante delicto, to use lawyer talk.
Flagrante? What was flaming?
The delicto, the sex.
The delicto doesn't mean sex.
Oh, don't pick nits. You know what I'm saying.
It was innocent.
No, she's married. This is a Catholic school.
It was still innocent.
Innocent means does no harm. No chere. You know to harm? Look, I like you. I like her. I like people being in love. Who doesn't? An affair to remember. Brief encounter. Remember those movies?
Sure. Yeah, nice people just thrown together. What about Marty? You like that movie?
No. Too much repression. Don't get me wrong, I like sex. But think about it. A consummation. Darn good word, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, the highest that two people can reach together. What's not to like?
Right. The highest. Like dancing on point, you know? Just you and your partner against gravity. So there, think aesthetics for a minute. How a thing presents itself in total earnest. We're in an ugly building, in an ugly city here, but we still need to stand for something.
And what are you saying? I'm not earnest?
You are, I know that. Dolly too, she's a favorite person of mine, and I see her laughing finally. But can't you just kiss her somewhere else? You want to be responsible for the whole damn school closing down?
All right, I get you. But we're still going to sit here at this bench. I've been sitting at this bench since I was a freshman here.
Okay, fine, I won't hurry you. Grow up your own way.
Grow up. Hey, let me tell you, if somebody's going to try to get in between me and her, they're going to need a goddamn bulldozer.
Yeah, fine, a bulldozer. Just make sure that damn play's a hit, that's all. God bless us, everyone. People have to walk out of here on Saturday afternoon believing that.
Wow! I thought you forgot.
Sorry, I had to drop the dog off at the vet. The mutt's began crapping in the corner over there, right in front of me.
Poor thing's old.
Yeah. Listen, on the way back, I made a stop at a certain bench. An emergency stop, let's call it.
You did that?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have. I wasn't ready for him to be speaking with my therapist.
I was ready. And relax, he wasn't there.
Good. Now look, if you ever do that again...
What choice did you give me? You've told me stuff about him, but I bet you haven't told him stuff about me. The person who knows you better than anyone in this world.
I told him you exist, period. Keep things separate.
Yeah. Separate. Do not kid yourself, Dolly. You're tightrope walking these past few months. You step wrong, you plunge right back into depression. There's a high price for not living in reality, of which my fee is only one small part.
I pay it gladly, don't I?
Your husband pays it, even though he doesn't want you better.
He says he does.
I know what he says. Meanwhile, he wants a shrink that keeps his wife depressed so he can manage her. You think I never ran into that before?
And are you doing that too? Because sometimes I think you are.
Hey, I'm walking my own thin line to keep you coming to this office. Because that massive bank account of your husband's makes him dangerous. I mean, any sudden move for him throws all the planets out of orbit.
Who gives a damn about his bank accounts and his planets?
I do. You want to see each one of us go teetering off into the void alone? Every time Lewis calls me on this phone, I hear his voice getting more and more hysterical.
Yeah, spend less of his money on jewelry and his tone of voice won't bother you so much.
Never mind my jewelry. And he's gonna show up at that private little bench of yours for sure. And we'll see how much it bothers you.
He already did. He waylaid Jim yesterday.
He did. Oh, great. I knew. That's why I went there. And what happened?
Nothing yet. Because Louis needs me for that club shindig Saturday night.
Yeah. And after that?
After that, nothing.
Well, what about the vacation cruise?
I'm not going. How do you know about the vacation cruise? I never brought it up.
I know. Because every year you say you're not going on a cruise, and every year you go. This island, that one. Okay?
I mean it this time. I wouldn't do that to Jim. I wouldn't do it to myself.
Does he know?
About the cruise? Of course not.
If you deceive him, your little fantasy's over.
I'm not deceiving him. I'm just not going. I'm not gonna let Louis carry me off and rewrite me ever again.
And you told Louis this?
I will.
Yeah, when? Timing is everything. No, here's what. If I can't go to that bench, this gym guy has to come here with you and let me see him, like right away, and answer some questions so we know how to manage this.
He's not gonna wanna come here. And he's absolutely not gonna wanna answer any questions.
Hey, this is vital, for me too. If I lose you, my confidence is shot for a very long time. That's professional confidence I'm talking about, that's my livelihood.
Can't you get it from your other patients?
What other patients? A psychoanalyst can't really carry more than one if it's gonna be done right.
I'm your only patient. Well, you're not gonna lose me. I'm happy. Can't anybody see that?
For how long? What do you actually know about this guy you met 3 months ago?
He's fun to be with, that's all I know. He loves books the way I love books. And art. I love the Pre-Raphaelites, and so does he. And music. Satie and Ravel, and that whole bunch. And movies. The offbeat ones with their own enchantment. Umbrellas of Cherbourg. We both love that one.
That some movie? That's enchanting to you? Does he sing to you in French? Okay. What else?
Food. He'll take his mother to some crazy restaurant, and he'll tell me all about it.
His mother.
Right. His mother, who actually sits with him and eats with him and is always looking for new dishes to cook.
And he tells you the food. Is that the same as you eating it?
It's better. It lasts longer.
Oh. Give me the meat here. Former girlfriends, ex-wives.
He looks at me as if he's seeing beauty for the first time.
Oh, the aphrodisiac of aphrodisiacs.
Well, it does wake me up. It makes me realize how truly asleep I was all those years up until now.
Sure, love's a tonic to the blood at first. It got what's-her-face off her bed and into rhyming mood.
Who's what's-her-face?
Oh, that sickly one you admire so much, the how do I love thee one.
Oh, Elizabeth Barrett?
Yeah, her. Tra-la-la. And how did it end, huh? How did it end?
She got happy? She ran off with Robert Browning and married him?
Yeah, and then died!
Well, everyone dies.
This fellow of yours hasn't even touched you. How long do you two think you can float around in Fantasyland?
He did. He kissed me.
Kissed you.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Kissed you. On the mouth. Was it a good kiss?
Good by me.
Was it a French kiss? Where were his hands?
at the end of his arms? You're making me feel weird.
I'm feeling weird. Which means my dog is feeling weird because he reads my moods before I even read them, even long distance.
That dog is neurotic, not just old.
You made him neurotic. So you started coming here, he was an almost normal dog. He got jealous.
And that's my fault.
Bottom line, we are not having a repeat of what happened to you 5 years ago because I'm too worn out now to pick up a mess like that.
I'm not worried about it. You are.
Kiss. That's how Sylvia Plath started, you know. Smash bang on the mouth, and she bit the guy, drew blood, big passion, whoop-de-doo, and what happens? She winds up putting her head in the oven.
I'm not her. And I didn't bite anybody, just got kissed.
Got kissed. You didn't kiss back.
You're making me sorry I told you.
If I had seen it for myself, I'd know just what to make of it.
Well, you didn't. Time's up. I gotta go. He's on the bench waiting for me.
You bring him next time. I can't be working in the dark.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. There's a real world, you know. Yeah, it's Dr. Epstein. Is my dog ready yet, the Chewini? Chewini. You work at a vet and you don't know what a Chewini is? Yeah, that one. I don't care how old he is. I'm paying you to get that little fur ball up on his feet.
Mom!
You're out here with no coat. Oh, you're not cold?
I'm fine. What are you here for? Anything wrong?
With me? No. I'm here to bring you a sandwich, so here.
Why'd you say it that way?
What way? It's meatballs. Can I sit?
Yeah, sit.
When's this play gonna be over so you can come home after school?
Tomorrow it's over. This time tomorrow I'll be sitting at home reading a book, okay?
So, where is she?
She who?
Let's not play dumb. I finally added things up. I knew anyway by the way you've been acting.
You knew, but you had to have a look, huh?
Don't worry. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm just curious.
And what are you gonna see? It's just a person.
A normal one, let's hope.
Well, to me, normal.
What does that mean? She's not from Italian people? That's old news in our family, right?
She's just a nice person. A nice, sensitive person. Meet her, don't do too much thinking ahead.
Sensitive. Well, good. You should have someone sensitive and smart like you. Teacher. I could have been a teacher maybe if I went to college.
Why didn't you?
Ha! Not smart enough. My father always told me, not smart enough, so he wouldn't pay.
Nah, he was wrong.
Nah. I'm not the reading books kind. Your father wasn't either, but he paid for you.
Well, there's every kind of intelligence, Ma. You have it in your hands. With the sewing machine, and on the stove, too.
Yeah. I could move out of the apartment, you know, get my own place.
All right, don't start.
Well, I'm thinking of you, that you could be like all the others are, on your own, a bachelor.
Where's that from? A magazine?
Well, that's for me. I can move out. Not to be with a grown son who needs his mother. To have some privacy in my life.
Good, privacy. And how are you gonna pay for that?
I'll get a job. I'll be somebody's cleaning lady.
Ma, nobody should be alone, including you.
A man and a woman should be alone. Nothing ever starts the right way if they're not alone.
Why are you going so damn fast? If you want to meet her, just meet her. Boy, you slay me sometimes, Ma. When something's cooking inside you, you do peculiar stuff, and I'm not supposed to notice.
What's cooking? What am I cooking?
It's like when Dad died. You took all of his pictures down, and then you put them away in a drawer, and then you brought them back out. And you gave his suits away to the thrift store, and then you bought them back.
Because you decided to stay home. Because you might need suits for work.
He was smaller than me, Ma. And now you're at it again? Walking all the way over here just to...
When you were little, I walked. You didn't know, but I walked behind you to watch that you shouldn't get hit by a car crossing the avenue.
Well, liking a woman is different from getting hit by a car. I mean, why can't people just... Listen, Ma. Listen. This is what I know. You get maybe one sweet moment in life. Everything rushes by. Everybody's busy. Everybody's angry. And after you wait and wait, by accident you get this. Closeness. And you know it's delicate, you know it's rare.
All right, all right.
It's a blessing, Ma, you protect it.
Yeah, I hear.
You had it, Ma, you know what it is. Lonely. I never realized how lonely I was until I met her.
Then go ahead. You do. Someone's coming.
Behave now.
Behave.
Hey, come here, Dolly. This is my mother.
Oh, Mrs. Fazio!
Mm-hmm.
Such a young mother you have. Your son speaks about you with such warmth. It's wonderful.
Same with you, except without the talking.
Sit. Sit, Dolly, sit.
Let me ask you quick. Should a couple live with the mother or on their own?
Ma, for God's sake, say hello first.
I said hello! Didn't I?
Mrs. Fazio, whatever's healthy for them all, they should do.
Healthy.
Happy. Whatever makes them happy.
Do you live with your mother?
No,
And you're happy living alone?
I don't live alone.
Oh, well, who do you live with? What? What?
She lives with her husband, Ma.
Her husband? This is the
I
woman?
told you not to go so damn fast. You were a mile ahead of me.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing. You think I want it this way? Ma, you think it doesn't bother me? Look, you came all this way. Talk to her. Get to know each other.
Know each other?
Let us alone, Jim. It'll be easier.
Yeah, go. Leave us alone. Go walk around the block.
I'm going. Sheesh.
Well,
You're an expert seamstress, I hear. You made this?
oh yeah, I made it. What happened to it?
The actress has these thunder thighs.
It's fixable.
You could fix it?
No. I can't see the sewing machine needle anymore. There's a glare in my eyes.
Oh, it's too bad. 'Cause I see real skill in the way this is made.
You're married,
Yes.
not separated. Married.
Yes.
Children?
No.
But didn't want children?
I did, but it's better it didn't happen.
My time, we just did things, and live it out. Maybe you younger ones are smarter.
Did you want more children? More than the one?
Well, you give the mothering to one, or you divide it up. It's the same amount in the end. Whatever you have to give, that's what comes out of you.
I would say you're pretty smart too.
Well, you watch your mother. That's how you learn.
My mother only had one, and she didn't even want it. Too busy for children.
We don't have that kind of thing in my family. We're plain people. Life is serious, we say. The main thing is not to be afraid of it and try not to do hurt. He was always a good-hearted boy. Played with his toy trucks, drew pictures, held onto my neck every night when I put him to bed. Got his lumps and bumps and never cried.
He's still that way. Takes what comes and doesn't complain. A tender soul, but strong.
Like his parents, old-fashioned. You pick a man, you live it out. That's our way.
Better. My father ran around on my mother. And my mother exactly likewise. I don't even know which one started it. Ridiculous flirts, the both of them. Easily bored.
You sound like two children who never grew up.
Yes, children. Wanted a birthday party every day.
And your husband too? With the running around?
Yes. And let him. As long as he doesn't touch me. I'm old-fashioned.
Only one man ever touched me in my life. That was our way. He shouldn't be cheated, my son. If he has a woman, finally, it should be his.
People say you start new when you fall in love. You become a person never touched before.
I see why he likes you. You have hope in you, like him. I told myself walking over here, don't be against her. See who she is. You grew up some different way, but you fit him. After that, not my business.
No, not true. It'll be your business till the day you die. Well, someone like me can come and go.
Well, you going?
No, not going, Mrs. Fazio.
Here it comes. I'll take that, I'll fix it.
Don't, not with the glare in your eye.
I can do it with my eyes closed.
Why would you go to the eye doctor, Ma? How many times I gotta tell you?
You're letting the sandwich strip. Take it inside and eat. Let her taste. We're done, I'm going.
Already?
Fix what you gotta fix. Don't cheat yourself.
Ma, I got my own sense of honor locked in here. Come, I'll walk you to the corner and then walk you across.
I can walk across myself. What am I, a child?
Take her, Jim. I'm good.
Here, wait. This is how we say hello and goodbye.
Mrs. Fazio, goodbye. And thank you.
Are we going? Let's go.
Okay, come on.
I can still walk, for God's sake.
Mother and son, very nice, very touching.
You were standing there watching?
No, I just got here. She hugged you, saw that. Don't worry, I'm not up to anything. I just brought you something, I didn't want to wait.
What is it?
Open it. Here.
Oh, pearls.
Yeah, for the club tomorrow night.
Oh,
To go with the red gown? You know the one.
you mean the satin one?
Yeah, they go, right? What's the matter?
I have pearls. These are
They're what?
big
Small's better?
for me, for my kind of personality, for that kind of event.
Well, what are the small ones then? You could save these for something else, like formal night on the cruise. What's the matter?
I never said yes to the cruise.
So say yes and get it over with, for God's sakes. Here.
is what you do. Instead of talking to me to see how I feel, you buy me something. You wind up frustrated every time, yet you still do it.
You want me to talk? You want me to sit right here and talk? Go for it.
It won't be any different here than at home. Talking means more than words. It means sharing.
Sit next to me. We'll try. Maybe the bench has some magic in it.
When I asked you to come see the show, you should have said yes. 3 times I asked you to share it with me.
Okay. Ask me again.
It's too late, Louis. I'm changed now. Now I don't want you to come.
I could bring the little Leica with me. I could sneak some good photos for you. And
Stay away.
what are you planning, Dolly? To do something?
To take my next breath. If I breathe any quieter, I'll stop existing. And how is that any good for you? You want me at that banquet with you tomorrow night, don't you?
So breathe. Am I stopping you?
How, if you breathe up all the air?
Just remember, I stuck by you all these years.
Why?
Why? How do I answer that?
Truthfully.
Aren't I always truthful with you?
Truthful is more than just a word, Louis. It has a meaning.
Now you're going to teach me the dictionary.
Surreal. In 2 seconds. Surreal. I have to get the dress rehearsal started.
Or else what?
Or else I'm gonna knock you on your ass.
You're going to assault me?
Yeah, you're right, I'm gonna assault you. Put it down.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, don't get me started.
Incredible. Incredible. Tough guy.
It's your own bench. You need a bench.
What? What did you say?
This bench is mine. Get your own.
Yours? You think it's yours? Well, you better watch it every minute. Catholic high school teacher. You better read those 10 Commandments.
You touch this bench again.
Hey, what are you doing to our bench? It's you, Mr. Real Estate Guy. What's going on out here?
This thing's gotta go.
Why?
This is where they do it. My wife and what's-his-face.
Do what? Sit? Put it like it was, would you, so I can go back to my work? 10 minutes, the bell's gonna ring in there and 600 horny students are gonna be piling into the halls.
So let them. You owe me. I took care of the sale of St. Elizabeth's for you and never took my commission because you guaranteed my wife's job. Look how that's backfired on me.
Okay, so you got your quid pro quo. What do you want now?
Put an end to this stupid flirtation.
How that? Couldn't you break it up?
If I push, she goes over the edge, and he doesn't give up. Poop. How I feel.
Nope, not a poop. That's how I read them too. And you can't just wait them out.
I was going to. I planned to. And then all of a sudden, they speed things up. Just when I'm backed up against the goddamn wall.
What wall is that? You can tell me. I got a zip mouth. Just like a priest, vow of silence.
Summit Club. I've been sponsored for a full membership. Big investiture banquet tomorrow evening. The word is I'm in. Unless no embarrassment at this moment, that's large, you get me? No domestic shenanigans.
Summit Club. That hoity-toity club who hosts all the arty people?
Yeah, them, the filthy rich ones, who like Dolly's manners, who always see her next to the John Updike or the Don DeLillo or whatever guest speaker it is, who's gonna find her chit-chat charming.
Chit-chat? She reads every bit of their stuff, right?
I suppose.
Well, attention from a pretty reader is charming to a writer, yes? Along with a nice 8-course dinner. Where do they seat you?
Doesn't matter. I walk in with her on my arm, I'm automatically one of them.
Who would you be otherwise?
Nobody. A salesman. But a salesman whose business can go to the next step up.
That's it? Money? No principle?
You want principal? I was once a busboy in that club. How's that?
Ah, good stuff. I like it. A Dickens flourish. And we do appreciate Dickens here. Venison steak. Bordelaise sauce. Look at it, you punks, but don't touch. Do I have it?
You haven't. The point is, the timing of this nonsense of my wife's is very bad.
Well, for me too. I got the one performance only gala extravaganza Dickens beach blanket bingo conjoined thespian adventure going up on that stage in there tomorrow afternoon, and not one thing has to go wrong. Did you ever notice flirtations always pop up just when everything else is stretched right to its limit? I mean, it's uncanny, the opportunism of sweethearts.
Sweethearts. So you gonna help?
What do you want me to do? Let's be very clear.
Fire the guy.
How am I firing him without wrecking the play? And how's that gonna solve your problem?
You hold it over his head, and I'll hold it over hers. We'll just hold them in place until after tomorrow.
Yeah, and then?
Once I'm confirmed at the club, you turn around and you fire the guy. Might as well fire her too. She can have a crack up in the islands if she wants to. What do I care? As long as he's not around.
What islands?
St. Bart's. Penthouse suite, nightlife up the butt. Our vacation.
Vacation. That word means empty. Did you know that? Vacuum, right?
I'll fill that vacuum, don't you worry. I'll be celebrating.
And if your wife's in pain, you're gonna just not care?
How much pain is someone in? I mean, can you ever really know?
I don't follow you.
Well, what if they just say that they're in pain?
What if they just say anything? If someone expresses a feeling to you, it's not real unless you're feeling it.
All I'm saying is you can't actually know. Ow! What the hell was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what made me do that. I apologize.
My goddamn hammer toe. Is everybody in this place off their rocker? So do we have a deal?
I can't do what you want.
Can't fire him? Why not? It's a Catholic school, right? There's no union, right?
There's state labor laws. I can't fire an employee without cause. Sitting on a bench with someone isn't going to count just cause.
What do you need? Them under the sheets? I already dared him to, just to knock him off balance.
I'm not gonna tell you how, because I like the guy. The what part you can figure out for yourself.
A photograph. Them in a bed, that'll do it?
In it, on it, under it, any preposition you want. The same sort of evidence that stands up in court.
You want it, you're gonna get it. Full frame, high res, color. You won't say anything, right? A zipped mount, you said?
Yeah, zipped.
You'll get an endowment check from me. A big fat one, if it stays zipped.
Hey!
Oh, shoot. It's her.
What is it?
The damn meatball lady. I'm out of here.
Hey, you want me to zip? No, I'm not a lunatic.
You kinda just said you were hungry, you mouse! I'm hungry! I don't believe you. I don't believe anybody around here anymore.
Yeah, come here and listen to my stomach growl. God bless us, everyone.
He is. He is a louse. I can vouch for that.
You know that guy?
In a business sort of way. He'd say cahoots, I would.
Cahoots. Yeah, he would put it that way. How do you walk in those things?
You two with it? Laboriously, that's how.
Penance, we call that.
Mortification of the flesh, my Catholic friends used to call it. Oh, I gotta tell you, this is the last time I'm hobbling over here in a wild goose chase.
Who's the goose, that louse guy?
Oh, not him. It's the teacher guy that sits here. I want to have a little private chat with him before it's too late.
No, him? And you're what? Don't say the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, you say it and I won't say it.
Nah,
Nuh-uh, what?
no smoking allowed.
Why not? I'm outside.
You're on school property. Also, it isn't good for you.
What are you, some kind of medical expert?
Chain smoker at one time. I'm one of those people at night I dream I'm smoking a cigarette. Wake up with the sweats.
And you're still addicted. You ought to see a therapist. I'm one.
Yeah, I tried that. Didn't help.
Would you get aversion therapy? They ought to outlaw that. It just gives you a new addiction instead of the old one.
Right. Religion.
Ah, that tells me. Deeper condition, morbid state. You need to see a Freudian, not a behaviorist. Come to my office. I'll get you fixed.
What's your name?
Dr. Effie Epstein, APA certified.
Effie. Yeah, short for what?
Euphemia means well spoken.
No kidding. I like it. How long to fix me?
7 years on average, if you come to me 5 times a week.
Are you serious? In 7 years I'll be walking like you.
No, think about it, really. About to have an opening in the practice soon. It might be fun both ways, because I never did enough. To be a nun is like some kind of time traveler, you know? The Middle Ages, the kneeling, the sex phobia.
To you, a nun is a cliche. No wonder it takes you 7 years.
No. In high school, all my friends wanted to be nuns. We watched Agnes of God and Mother Joan of the Angels and all the other nun movies over and over.
Yeah, like I said.
Seriously. There could be a book in this. You could have a percentage. Do you have visions? Or the stigmata thing, maybe?
An insatiable hunger is what I have.
For God.
For homemade pappardelle. Crap, the bell's gonna ring. What?
Just keep an eye on my bench here.
I'll keep an eye on the thing. You go to work.
What? You took up smoking?
Oh.
In front of the students?
They're waiting for you in there, troublemaker.
Hey, my cigarette! You're the bench guy. Fazio?
Yeah. You're a parent?
No, Dr. Epstein. Dolly's therapist. She never said my name.
Oh, Dr. Epstein. Yes, she has, of course.
You got 1 free minute to sit, or maybe 2, Mr. Fazio.
For what?
I gotta ask you something. It's just a trifling urgent. Trust me, if she was here, I'd ask the exact same thing.
Well, in that case, ask.
How many times have you been in love?
Once.
Once before now, you mean?
No. Once.
But you've been with a woman. Yeah, yes, I mean, you know what
I've
to
been
do.
with plenty of women.
Ah, I have guessed. Are you a chaser, Mr. Fazio? Let's just be honest here.
What sort of box are you trying to squeeze me into?
Whatever one you fit.
Are you sure you're a therapist? You sound like some sort of spy.
Here, straight out. My inclination is to tell her to bolt away from you at top speed. I'm giving you a chance to change my mind.
I did what men do with women, and then I stopped.
Why? Wait, you caught some kind of disease.
I did not catch a disease.
Why? You got your heart broken, and since then you don't like women.
Not broken. Just chipped a little. And I like women just fine.
But you've been living celibate? Something's wrong in this picture. You're clearly not the pay-for-sex type. I've got nowhere to put a healthy-looking guy who just stops doing it with women.
Why put me anywhere? Why not just let me be?
See? See? Why the aggressiveness? What's hidden down in there?
No, nothing's hidden. It just felt like taking advantage is all. It felt like people were walking around cheating themselves and hurting afterwards. Me included.
What are they cheating themselves out of?
The real thing. You could be in a relationship and still be so lonely. Better to be by yourself than sell yourself short. Right. Yeah, don't understand me. But disenchantment is the only disease I came down with. Especially as we got older and the responsibilities, they got bigger.
And you knew what the real thing was.
I didn't. Now I do.
You waited for it? Well, how'd you know it was going to come someday?
I didn't. But I knew that it existed. I saw it in the books, in the movies. It happened to people sometimes. You know, that kind of love, that pure love.
Oh, there's the word. Pure, as in ethereal, as in immaculate.
As incomplete. Pure, like a work of medieval art or lines from Virgil.
Did Dante ever stick his thing in Beatrice?
What?
His thing. Did he ever stick it into the woman in the white dress, or did he just give us 14,000 lines of sublimation and stuff?
That's your take on one of the world's masterpieces? Sublimation?
Who cares about a masterpiece? Answer my question.
When I gotta stick the thing, I can stick it, okay?
Dreamers make me nervous. I come from practical people. A father who made bushels of money, and a mother who made him happy by spending it.
Not every guy who isn't chasing money is a dreamer.
Dolly's fragile. You'll break her in pieces if you stick the thing, and you'll break her in pieces if you don't at this point.
Why does everyone give a damn what I do with it?
Because you disturb the harmony of the spheres. What'd you kiss her for? You just should have just hovered like damselflies.
Well, people leave us alone, we'd have hovered.
You know how she wound up with that salesman husband of hers? He accidentally on purpose tripped over her foot in the lobby of the Met and turned out to have a premium box and a set of phony uptown manners. Some Brocs on his walls at home, some high-priced wine, some piped-in WC, and a mind full of nothing. A year later, he brings her to my door, a basket case.
Why do I have to listen to this?
Because you don't see her as impulsive, but I do. And full of hopes and ambitions that make her easy prey for a narcissist like that husband of hers, or a romantic like you.
Oh, now you're trying to flatter me.
Disenchantment. That's a word I heard you use. That means you start with enchantment. You hear flights of angels singing in your ear. Are you living in some kind of Monteverdi opera, Mr. Fazio?
Well, if I am, I'm going to commit a murder in the final act. And not for my own gain, but because that husband of hers is hurting her. Why don't you get that nut job on your couch? If you want to help her so bad.
Very good question. The question I ask myself every day.
Do it. Do it. The guy likes challenges. Challenge him. He'll probably think that he could out-analyze you.
You will think that. Okay. I want to ask you a favor, a huge favor.
What?
You come with her once to a session in my office. You got a real thing going? Good. Let me see it. If you could sit there just once, I could get him too. He's compulsively competitive.
I don't really want to talk to you. Your ideas are trite.
Yeah. Well, it's her I want to hear talk when she's near you. 10 minutes you spend in my office and then go. The husband doesn't have to know how long. And in return, I won't ever bother you here on this bench again. I give my word.
10 minutes. And I should trust you because...
Because Dolly trusts me.
10 minutes, on your word. Anything else, because I have to get going.
Nothing else. Oh, except, don't do anything impulsive in the next 24 hours.
What do you have in mind?
Just go easy with that thing of yours, that's all.
Yeah. That thing.
Does Tiny Tim have to ride on Bob Cratchit's back? I mean, he's gotten so tall. It should be the other way around.
Well, we don't really want to mess with the blocking an hour before the show, do we?
And what are we supposed to do with this? All of a sudden, Ghost of Christmas Future wants to wear her own nightgown instead of mine.
This is yours? What's not to like about it, huh?
Too goody-goody, she says. Goes right down to the floor, see?
I like it. Right down to the floor, like a young girl might wear, right?
Yeah, like a young girl.
Hey, what's the matter?
I have a headache.
Oh, bad?
A migraine. You ever get one? They're brutal. I thought I was done having them.
Here. Here.
I have medicine in my bag for it, but I don't want to be taking pills again.
What brought it up? Oh, it was the stupid 10-minute charade that we agreed to please Dr. What's-Her-Face? Let's just not go.
Migraine headaches are inherited. My mother used to get them, constantly. My father would tell her it's the curse a diva had to bear.
Diva? I thought your mother was a concert pianist.
And a conductor, too. A guest maestro everywhere. One of those beloved personalities.
You worshipped her, I know that.
The idea of her, I practically never saw her. She died on a performing tour. Left late one night and never came back. I was 12.
That's hard. Especially for a kid.
A starstruck kid. I wanted to be like her. I hoped. I reached all on my own, but no talent.
That's a shame. Yeah, but at least you reached.
For big nothing. For a performer with no actual feelings. She never touched me.
No?
Practically never. And your mother hugged you every single day, that I'm sure of.
She did. Not the, clinging hug, but the, I love you, get back to work kind of hug,
I felt it. I was a lonely child. Melancholy child. I did romance in my mind, out of books. I could wish myself to where I actually heard singing in my ears. Very faint. You heard it too, as a child?
I heard the L trains squealing around the curve. Yeah, sort of singing.
Was I permanently damaged by my mother? Am I sitting here doing my life in reaction? Enshrining love?
I'm not doing that. I'm just taking it slow and waiting. Because all my life I was too eager. I wanted too much from it.
What if you wait too long? It stops. What if we're both just playing here? I mean, the world today is frank. It throws love right at you raw and wallows in it.
Because it's dying. It's convulsing.
Are we gonna die with it? You and I? Are we getting squeezed toward the end of us?
No. No, we haven't even started yet. No, I'm gonna take you to every little out-of-the-way joy in this city, so help me. The Pink Teacup, Pier 57, the Shannon Building. What's the matter?
Do you know what I have to do tonight? Dress up and play my part at that stupid club. I have to be the classy wife, pearls around my neck, all full of charm and conversation and affection for my husband. He tricked me into marrying him. And the trick goes on and on. My head is gonna explode if I have to pretend one more day.
So don't make yourself pretend. Don't go there with him.
After I get home, after the play's over, I'm locked back in again. Seeing you every day was the only thing that let some kind of voice out of me. And it's gonna end.
No. No, it's not. Don't go there with him. Don't pretend. No. We'll spend the rest of the night just walking the sidewalks all night. I don't care where. I'm not gonna go home either. Because if I do, I'll just be thinking of things that'll kill me.
You mean that? Because once I take your hand, I don't intend to ever let it go.
I'll show you what I mean. Let's go. Right now. To a lawyer. No. To a hotel room.
Now?
Now! I don't care what we do. We can eat egg foo young. And we can watch a movie.
No, not a movie. We have to do something we can't take back ever. We have to put our own dent in this world before it shifts on us again.
Are you ready for that?
I've saved this a long time. I don't want anybody but you to see me in it.
Then no one will. Here. Come with me.
Hold it! Hold it! Don't be rash now. Let's not wind up with our picture in the newspaper.
For God's sakes, can we get some privacy around here? Would you please just get out of the way?
Not a chance. You heard of the 7 blocks at Granite? My father was one of them.
What does she mean, Granny?
She means football. Sister Grace, I have never tackled a nun before.
All right, but listen. The convulsion, that's the barbarian surge. That's the convulsion you're feeling. And your job is to reinforce the walls, not go sit in a hotel room.
So teaching Latin classes is going to help reinforce the walls?
I'm talking about the play director job.
Oh, so Christmas Carol is going to keep back the barbarians?
You're going to give shape to the convulsion and absorb it. All of us here are going to reshape ourselves, or we'll have nothing left but a swamp. Impetuosity. I'm glad to see you have it. I was worried. But today's the exact wrong day for any hotel room stuff. Just tell me you're ready for the show. That's all I want to hear right now.
The kids are ready. They can take over from us now.
Good. And have you been paying attention to the wobble in this building? 'Cause I have.
What wobble?
Ha! Half your cast is in love. You got the walls quivering.
Yeah. They do that.
And some of them hit bottom.
But they bounce.
Exactly.
The kids.
And they're watching you too. You're making them happy. You're inspiring them. So don't you go anywhere.
Inspiring them?
Spiro, breathe, right? They're breathing you in. These are cynical kids we're talking about. They're the Visigoths of the day. They look at a church and say, what's this thing? Should we shit here or kneel?
You're the queen of metaphors, Sister Grace.
Yeah. Believing in life, that's all we're trying to pass along here. Building on top of what's real for kids hollowed out by television. And if you two are accomplishing that by sitting on this bench every day, then you keep doing it. I know, I'm changing my tune. I'm a pragmatist like Cardinal Newman.
I can't sit here as an example of being rash, if that's how you see it.
Okay, now I have to tell you something private. You go walk around the block or something.
What's all this walk around the block nonsense? I will go to the men's room.
Now look, when you applied for a position at St. Elizabeth's, what did I say?
That I look too fragile to be a teacher. That they would eat me alive.
That or else what? Tell me the other half.
Or else they love me to death, you said.
See? I know things. I get the vibrations before anybody. I knew who you were. That part I never told you. Saw your mother conduct the Philharmonic a bunch of times. Exquisite thing. Exotic. Colorful. Full of personality. I saw that you were not her. The whole story was there in your eyes. So I said what I said.
Not the whole story. Not the private misery I was suffering in my marriage. You didn't see that.
No, I didn't see that you were underwater trying to swim up from the sunken wreck of whatever.
The Titanic. In icy water. Why remind me?
Because the courage is what it's about. Alone, pushing your way up. Okay, now here comes the part I never tell anyone. See these frumpy clothes I wear? You see these shoes? I've been doing an atonement for 20 years because I broke a commandment back when I was in your stage of life. You want to know which one?
If it's the one about adultery, save your breath, because I'm already feeling very troubled.
No, I'm not talking about the 7th. I'm talking about the 11th.
What 11th? There's only 10.
Nope. There's one more in Leviticus that always gets left out. It's love one another and love yourself.
Are you making that up?
I am not making it up. When my chance came to love one another and love myself, I ran. Because it wasn't the usual crazy, raunchy, quick thing, and it wasn't exactly by the book either. I didn't know that chance was not going to come again. I didn't know the book is actually written on the inside, and that's where all of reality comes from. Where's my dent in this world? I never made it.
No, I'm sorry.
Me too. Just don't you miss your signs, because it's lonely on that seafloor. You be an example of that 11th commandment.
Listen, Sister Grace. There's some kind of force in me that wants to come out. It's scary. The way it's growing, the way it's pushing, but it's going to come out. I can't stop it now.
It's you that's trying to come out and rise through the water like a great big bubble. So don't be afraid of it. And look, the first thing you do is get that stupid marriage of yours annulled, so you and that one in there can keep working in this school no matter who doesn't like it.
Annulled? How?
Louis tricked you into marrying him, I heard you say. Tricked you how?
He was still married to the one before me. Couldn't wait 2 weeks to get his divorce decree. And he didn't tell me.
Well, that's bigamy! That's a nullity right Alicia!
A nullity. Does that mean a nothing?
Damn right, a nothing. A naught, a zilch, a zippo, a no marriage. All you gotta do is file a petition. And right away, before that husband of yours pulls some new trick on you. Wait. Wow. How can anybody pee that fast?
What, you timed me?
Can't help it. Dina's always on the clock. Curtain goes up when? An hour from now? Why don't you two go get a bite to eat? Nice and calm and public. I can go with you. I'm hungry.
Sorry. We have a little rendezvous that we are not looking forward to. Trust me, I'd rather be at a diner.
Ah, here we go again. Rendezvous? You want me to tag along?
No, it's a private thing. Not put together by us.
Private, but beware, beware.
What? The Ides of March?
The snake in the grass. Okay? Be late, take your time. That's what my vibrations are telling me.
We're already late, so which is it? Speed up or slow down?
Right now, slow. Tomorrow, speed. Humor me, I've been fasting. Okay, just walk slow. I'll sit here meanwhile. Maybe I can hear it too.
Hear what?
The singing!
Never realized it was this small.
You gotta make a patient feel secure.
And you never secretly recorded her in all these years?
If I did, I wouldn't tell you, because it's illegal.
So, where are we gonna be?
You're gonna be behind that screen, I'll be going to the bathroom.
How am I gonna see from behind the screen? Sheesh. When's the last time you vacuumed in here?
You said you wanted to listen, not see.
Right, listen. And when they get physical, I'll pop out with the camera.
They're not going to get physical, and there's a much better way to accomplish this, trust me.
No, the music, the chocolates, it's in the bag.
You didn't doctor those, did you? Because that would be illegal.
Not necessary. This is rare stuff here. $800 a box. Go ahead, try one. This, combined with this, they're done for.
French Impressionists. I get a kick out of you people who think music's gonna make someone do something they don't want to do.
It is. I saw it happen.
Yeah, where? In a Betty Davis movie?
In my own living room. As soon as the Satie music came on, talk about a woman melting.
Dolly melted. How much liquor did you pump into her first?
But 1 glass of wine. But I'm telling you, the Satie, let me put it on. Let it be playing when they come in.
This. So?
Give it a chance. This is what the Peruvians ate so they could see their gods.
You want those two broken up? Just use my plan.
Make them fight? Nah, it's a waste of time. It's not her style.
Him. He'll get worked up. The one thing that guy never allows himself to think about is that she sleeps with you. Not even in the abstract, never mind the details.
Yeah. Well, too bad she doesn't.
What are you saying?
Headaches. She's the queen of headaches, especially since she met him.
Okay, but you did at some point. I mean, the marriage is consummated, right? Why are you shaking your head no?
There's no problem on this end. That's all I'm gonna say. My only mistake was trying to force it.
An analyst is always the last to know. A chaste marriage. Yes. Yes. Little Miss Secretive.
Even when you play things crooked, you still wind up with less than everybody.
How are you going to get a just world if you expect an unjust one?
You're gonna get it on just one, whatever you expect. That's what I learned growing up.
Okay. Well, why did you want to hold on to your so-called wife after that?
Because it was still something. Because all I ever wanted in this life was a woman with class, sitting in my living room, wearing stuff I bought her. Legs crossed, high heels, a book in her hand, and a smile on her face while I pin a new piece of jewelry around her neck.
So you're saying a statue is what you wanted?
I could be the awake one. So, here's what. Whoever invented high heels should have won the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, physics.
So that's my answer. Let's hear your answer. Why did you want to hold on to her?
Because I'd be lonely if she stopped coming here. I mean, I'd have to go find a whole new line of work.
Ah, like?
Theater. I always wanted to be on stage in one of those farces, you know? With all the doors and all the people falling accidentally into bed. It just seemed kind of fun.
Why not? I always wanted to be an architect. Build things, you know?
And you did. You built yourself an artificial personality, brick by brick. When did you start the project? College? High school? Boy, these are good.
I told you. No, but even before high school. And what choice did I have? I was born without a self.
And that's true. That's a very rare condition. A miracle you've made it this far.
I'm rare? That's good, right? To be rare?
I suppose. You know, I have yet to read a really good textbook on that personality type.
Well, why don't you write one then? You could put me in it, I don't care. Try shrinking this head.
I'd have to know more. The outside I can do. But what about the inside? Is it big? Are you lonely in there without any furniture? Oh my God. Where did you get these chocolates?
And you've got furniture?
Most of the time. Furniture. But every so often, empty. Like right now with this music, I can actually hear my voice echoing inside myself.
Everyone hears that echo, they just don't admit it. I admit it, and that's the only way I'm different.
No, see, the classic mistake of a self-invented person is to think everyone's invented. See, that would be our challenge, to undo that thinking step by step.
You want me on this couch here, don't you?
You're not afraid of it, are you?
I think you are.
Oh, me? I've been in analysis. You can't be an analyst unless you go through the process yourself. That's required. You even have to fall in love with the analyst. You know, transference. And the analyst has to fall in love with the patient too. It's something that most analysts don't admit, but I do.
And they have to have sex together too, right? That's required?
Not in the office. The couch is too small, by intention, I'd imagine.
Are you kidding? You can have sex standing on the head of a pin.
No, listen to you. I'm telling you, two can't fit.
Baloney. We're fitting.
Oh, whoa, what's going on?
Settee is going on.
Maybe we want to turn it off before it's too late.
Oh, it is too late.
Oh, I knew it. I knew there was something special lurking inside you.
Oh, it's working all right. Where did those two come in?
Oh, to hell with them, I don't care.
The sex on the head of a pin. Was I right or was I right?
Yeah, but I could use an inch here to breathe. That's my camera of yours. It's sticking into my ribs.
An inch is all you need. Here's 1 inch coming out.
Okay. All right, that's it. Yeah. You in and me out. Oh, easy, don't mangle the Prada slacks.
Oh, good taste. Say crazy thought. Do you happen to be free tonight?
Tonight? Maybe, if the offer was tempting enough.
Do you like pearls? Big ones, I mean.
Now that's a silly question. Well, listen, if you hand over jewelry, you can't take it back. That's Newton's first law of harmonious relationships.
No taking it back. A new self I'm gonna be building, starting right now. What was that?
What? Who cares? Oh, can you mix the chocolates? I'm hanging off the edge here.
You're hanging. I'm hanging.
Where's everybody?
You here to see the show?
To bring a costume. Am I too late?
No, there's time. I can take it in. Wait, you're the meatball lady, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me.
Did you ever catch Mr. Louse?
Not yet, but I will. Give him a meatball on his head.
I believe you. What's with the slit?
Not my idea. I just followed the picture.
You made it?
Yeah. You don't like it?
I'd like to be young enough to wear it, because I did have the legs for it at one time.
Yeah, well, there's a pill for that. Someday we'll all get young. Not me, though. I'm fine to be where I am and just remember the good times.
Good attitude. Hey, you're not staying for the show?
Too dark. I don't want to put myself in a bad mood, thanks.
A Christmas Carol's too dark a show for you?
Any show's too dark. When the spotlights go on, one eye sees double and the other one sees a halo around everybody. It drives me crazy.
Let me look at you. You got cataracts.
Cataracts.
Very easy to fix. Even a quack can fix cataracts. And mine fixed.
By a quack.
By a self-important ass.
And you see good?
See those two little specks of people walking this way? The woman's got a red hair clip, and the man's got a tiny little mole on his left cheek.
On his right cheek. He's my son. I know his walk.
Oh, Mrs. Fazio! You're a joker.
You too. Anyway, in this kind of light, I see fine.
What else can you see? Can you see consummation there?
I don't know that word. I can see he's happy, though.
How?
By that little bounce. And he's holding her hand.
Oh, good. I'll take it. Is she happy too?
Let's say it this way. I'm gonna need a job soon, I think.
Well, we all need a job, don't we?
While we're on our feet. I got good feet, like all the women in my family.
Can you cook?
What Italian mother can't cook?
My mother. But she was only half Italian.
Yeah.
How about lasagna bolognese? Can you make that?
A kid can make that. Oh, he saw me. Okay, now I'll go in. I'll listen to that damn thing with my eyes closed, because I know the ending from 100 times on television.
Yeah, problem.
I'm not even gonna say that last line, I'm so tired of it.
Hey, sit in the back. I'll sit with you. Braciole with carbonara on the side.
Are you kidding? How about something challenging?
The convent needs a cook, you know. 8 women plus me.
Yeah? Fussy or just normal people?
We'll talk. Save me a seat. I can say it. I'm not tired of it. God bless us, everyone.